All right, Chris Taylor here to show us the proper way to sew on a button. The floor is yours.
Yes, here we go. Okay, so super duper simple. It says proper sounds like it's going to be complicated, but it's really not. Okay, so you're going to start with a double length of thread. You're going to thread it through your needle and then tie a knot at the very end. So you've kind of got these two strands. You start it on the back side of your fabric and just pull through where you want your button to start. We've gone back and forth once and then the second time to create kind of a cross. Now, regardless of whether you've got a button with 2 holes or a paper plate with 2 holes like we do today, or 4, the process is exactly the same. So you're going to start by going through that first hole, and of course you want to make sure that it's going back where it's supposed to go or is in line with the hole that you've currently got. And then we're just going to push it back on through, and we're going to repeat this step a few times. Now, something that there's a different school of thought. We've been talking about this morning. I use a pin, but for purposes, we're going to use a pencil. On the back of your button, you like to create what's called a shank. It's an extra little bit of thread, or on some buttons, it's a piece of metal, and it allows it to easily slip into the buttonhole that you're putting in, so you don't have it really snug and pulling. So we're just going to go back and forth twice, and for all intents and purposes, we're just going to call this good. So what we've done this morning is I've got a final sample. So we've taken this thread once we've gotten through the 3rd or 4th time and wrapped it around underneath the button here. And what that's going to do is create our shank. After we've wrapped it, we're going to pull this little pencil, in my case, or pin out, and that's going to give us a little bit of depth between the fabric that the button sits on and the button itself, so that way it easily goes in. Pull it back through the back side. Some people like to knot there, some people like to knot in the shank. If you go to my Facebook page, reconsumedforyou.com, I've got diagrams step by step that I found to share with everyone. So if you missed it today, or you're more of a visual learner and you need individual steps with instructions, it's there for everyone.
Good, because I'm from Missouri, so you have to show me is what I always say. So I will have to go for the Facebook page and check that out. We'll also put this on our YouTube page later today. In the meantime, I appreciate you showing us this, but I'm still going to have taken some of my buttons. Sorry, Taylor.